delayed starting Taldore Mondays. Our lovely DM had a few technical glitches. But I'm Becca, I play Elspeth the Bard, and I will let everyone introduce themselves as they see fit.
I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm Traz. I play Cloud, the Tabaxi Rogue Warlock.
I'm Sam. I'm playing Toto Half Pint, the Halfling.
Scott, your turn.
I'm Scott, Delta's DM, and the one with all the technical glitches for all the bitches in the south side. I hate this PC, so I'm on my phone tonight, so if there's any issue, just bear with us.
Dom, I'm playing Truvinix, the clueless wood elf.
I'm Azuzu. I'm playing Copy, the Arcane Trickster Gunslinger. For now, I think that should be the caveat that I put to it.
Hello, I'm Dima. I'm playing Maka, the Elf Wizard.
And I believe Traz has volunteered to do our recap this week.
Yep. Last week we, as we were heading off from Toto's brother, peculiarly a flash of light and a young elf girl fell out of a tree. Not exactly knowing where she is or how she got there, but we decided to help her out and take care of her for the time being until we could help her get back to wherever she came from, even though that meant taking her with us on a job to hunt down a serial killer. But yeah, we're responsible. But we went and collected some items and clothing for a masquerade ball where we were hunting, as I say, a serial killer who has been going around attacking people with enchanted daggers of, well, basically unhealable wounds. And as we get there, well, as we were doing that, our lovely rogue Copy was wandering around sorting out her own business, entailing partly meeting up with Toto's brother and taking out a hit on Toto for her brother for some firearms. The main group also met up with Maka, who was in Emon for a while, doing her own thing, and she accompanied us. As we all got readied and sorted, we headed to the ball, and in our true fashion, we split up. Half of us finding the gentleman we were watching out for and kept an eye on, where Toto and Trivy got drunk, got lured away by Copy in disguised, and Copy stole Toto's Crocs, and then they came back in while Maka was also keeping an eye out and a little bit unsure of who we were looking for, but kept close just in case. Copy got caught by some clasp bodyguards that were working the ball, got chased, got captured, mouthed off, taken to a back room, mouthed off a bit more, and was just about to get a tongue cut out after being stunning striked by one of the guards, while Toto and Trivy was checking out a gentleman who came running out of a corridor or such covered in blood, as Elizabeth was with the serial killer gentleman wandering off through the back gardens, as Cloud was in the middle watching both happen and deciding which way to go. I think that's everything.
That is pretty much all. So, Yeah. Party are scattered to the four winds, almost literally. And the situation seems to have spiked a little bit, but as of yet, violence hasn't occurred much, with of course the exception of the little bit of the oral work getting done with the rogue, which we'll get to in a moment. But as Toto and Trevi are staggering around and being directed to where the gentleman covered in blood is pointing, going towards the east wing, going, this bit can't seem to get words out of his mouth as he's like completely and utterly just like frantic. How do you wish to proceed?
Oh, definitely gonna go and check out the room
Okay.
and that you
You just
pointed. I'm gonna get the bow.
okay, so you pull it out of the bag of holding. Many of the guests kind of surprised, like this little halfling just pulled a bow out of literally a bag, just like, oh shit.
I'm gonna.
Trevi, you following or you hanging back?
I think he's gone for a sec. I think he's BRB.
Goes. Assume that there was like within reach if need be. So as Toto is keeping the bow ready, and you see the blood trail leading back to the room that the gentleman came from. Door slightly ajar.
Push it open and I'll slowly push it open and have a look in, and see what's in.
You push it, and with a bit of a creak, door opens. There's no light in the room. Slight breeze from an open window. Room's in pitch black, with the only exception being little glimmers of the door from what you opened as light enters in from there. Just little specks of blood on the carpet, just shining in the dark.
I can't see anyone in there. Can I? I want to kind of push the door open and kind of check all corners, see if I can kind of just squint and see if I can see anything and hanging around in the room. Give me a second. I've got a character sheet open. 11.
11. You can't see shit. You're checking corners, but it's just basically dark corner, dark corner, dark corner, dark corner. Nothing standing out to you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my primeval awareness. Sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile.
Okay. Within 1 mile, you pick up two things: a fiend of some description and a dragon within a mile of you. Can't tell exactly where, but those are the two things that are just kind of like boop boop in the back of your head.
Shit. I'm still gonna go in and check the room. Maybe have a look out the window, see if there's anyone down.
Cool. As you're moving around the room, you can see at the end of a cabinet that was at the other end of the room. You're kind of fumbling about in the dark till you feel something damp on the end of this like mahogany cabinet. As if it's something's wet on it, and you're like, okay, I hope that's not what I think it is. I hope it's not what I think it is. You can't still see it because it's still pitch black, but as you're getting close to the window, you can see that there's someone lying behind the cabinet, evidently unconscious at the very least.
Oh shit. What they're like stuff behind the cabinet?
Lying unconscious, not particularly stuff behind it, as if they've just like collapsed to the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna bust out the wand. I'm gonna pour some creamy healing on him. Try and wake him up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Two points of healing.
2 points. They stir a little bit, and you just hear like groans of pain as they're just like on the ground, or on the floor, as it would be.
Treevy, have you got any way to light a room up?
I've got produce flame.
How big's the flame?
I'll have to check.
I don't want to blow it up.
No, I'm going to try not to.
I'll say that I think produce flame. It's more a case of you can just like in the palm of your hand, just like poof. You can just have a little hand torch, quite literally a hand torch, just like let there be light, and as soon as the light goes on,
Yeah,
we're
the
gonna
light
jump
is
to
a
copy.
10-foot radius, yeah.
Cool. As you would illuminate the room, we're gonna jump to copy, who is currently lying on the floor with two class members, one holding her down and the other one putting a blade in her mouth, about to remove your tongue.
Can't really do anything, so
Well,
I'm gonna just
this is-
chill.
just chill. This is fine. This is fine.
I
Just give
mean,
me a bit of heat in my mouth.
mechanically speaking, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me how much damage I take. She's not particularly scared of this, so and she can't really do anything. So I can't really. So I'm just gonna be like, okay, all right. As a player, I can't really do anything until you give me some direction.
Okay, I'm just making you aware.
Yeah.
First,
That,
the first initial incision is only 7 points damage. As they're starting to, you can just feel the blade start to get to from one side of your tongue and start to make its way across. And the sensation of blood and steel is starting to be very prevalent in your palate right now. The other guy's kind of sitting there, kind of going, "I don't know if we should be doing this, man. This is a bit fucking hardcore, don't you think? We're just a mouthful of little shit. We could just like give her a slap across the face." And he's like, "Oh, fucking pussy out of me now. She's fucking earned it at this rate. Come on." And she nearly tried to kill the boss. We could show a bit of initiative. The two of them kind of look at each other for a second before they make go any further, and they contemplate things for the next round, as it would be. And again, you're sitting there just thinking, okay, I've got a blade in my mouth, and I don't know what to do here. I'm stunned. But there
pretty
may be an
much. Yeah. I can't even move my mage hand until my turn, so
Okay.
I'm a
So
stop.
as they're currently making their way with you, the door busts open, and it is, of course, Mr. the man of the hour himself. Your target is just Benjamin Cassidy has just walked in and gone, "Well, what the fuck happened in here, boys and girls?" Well, the boss, this one opened their mouth, and you go, "I can see why that would cause it." And he kind of points to the knife being jammed in your mouth, and he goes, "Well, do me a favor and don't leave too much of a mess. I don't want to be hit with a cleaning bowl." And kind of just be watching your backs because there's some shit going on apparently. Right, oh, boss. And he walks back out. And as we're jumping back from you, Maka, you're currently in the ballroom. We've seen a bunch of people on the commotion going on of like, oh, someone's going to blood. And you've seen Toto and Distance running off to go deal with it. 3v close behind. What would you like to do?
What is happening exactly?
The ballroom is full of people who are a bit confused. Some are in a bit of a panic after seeing someone covered in blood shouting, "Oh, help me, something's going on." And Toto's ran off to go deal with it, along with Treevy. You're still in the main ballroom. you lost track of Elspeth like about a couple minutes ago, and Cloud mentioned something about darting off to go after it just shortly after that. Right now, you're currently in the
Okay,
ballroom and amongst the crowd. So what do you want to do?
I will run after Toto. I don't want to stay alone when I lost the other ones.
He has said you can see Toto and Trevi walking off, so you haven't lost them all. You can see them.
Okay, so I'm alone.
So you follow along?
Okay, I will start to search for anyone from the party.
I don't know if you can't hear us, but Scott has said 3 times you can see Toto.
I can see him.
Yeah.
I will go to him.
Okay. You'll start making your way back towards Toto and Trevi, following down the corridor through the crowds. It's a bit crowded, so it takes you just like a minute to get there. As you're making your way, Cloud, buddy, what you doing?
If I'm correct, I was on the balcony watching Elizabeth, seeing the commotion inside as well. But Elizabeth is walking off with our target out the back of the garden.
Yes. And as you look further ahead, you've seen someone running from the bottom of the gardens and then just getting like swooped out of view by something.
That's it. Yeah, I'm going to say, because obviously I can only communicate with Toto and Elizabeth, I will say to Toto, get to the balcony. Elizabeth is wandering off with our target, and there's some weird movement in the garden. I'm going to go watch them if need be. If you see whatever his name, the class bloke from your brothers, tell him to deal with that, whatever it is. That's his problem. And Cloud will just start stealthing along through the gardens to catch up with Elizabeth and try and see if he can see anything around.
Go make me a perception check to see if you can spot anything else in the gardens before you head off. 12, man. You're finding it hard to focus because you know there's commotion behind you. You know there's definitely a possibility of red alert level danger in front of you with Elspeth walking off with the suspected target, and seeing someone disappear in the bottom of the gardens where they're heading towards has got you in a sort of like, oh shit kind of frame of mind. As you're darting about, you're not really concentrating as you're like looking about.
A lot of sound, a lot of things going on, can't focus properly.
Yeah.
Do you want to stealth as well?
Yeah, if you make me a stealth check to see if you can go unnoticed.
Gone from reality.
With a natural 20 totaling a 33, you pretty much like step out of the set of the movie and kind of like wander into the film studio going, oh, sorry guys, and then just step back into reality, completely out of view and sight of anything.
Can I
Even the
just
god.
quickly make a note out of character? Even I can't roll 33, and I'm the rogue.
So is Travis.
I'm the rogue as well. Don't forget, mate.
And me.
That's some next level bullshit.
I think the last couple of sessions, so you've been outrogued by pretty much everyone in the party.
Well, don't forget, I've got.
Bar the druid.
Well, just give him a chance. I've got 20 in dex, so that's 5, and then I've got expertise, so 4 plus doubled is 8, and that's 13.
Yeah, I've got 16 in dex at the moment. It's not maxed out. Anyway, sorry, that was a bit of a out of character annoyance from my part. Apologies.
No problem, man. So yeah.
But yeah, you're having a bit of trouble focusing right now, and at that moment, let's see what our lovely bard's doing. As she's just wandering arm in arm with the gentleman you suspect to be the killer, wandering down to the bottom of the gardens.
So she has no clue if anyone's actually following her or not, because she never got anything to say anyone was. So she's going to very subtly start humming along to the music in the background and try and act like, excuse the pinging, try and act like she's not casting a spell, but cast a spell and try and cast Detect Thoughts without him realising that her humming is her casting a spell.
I'll tell you what, make a performance check and see if you can kind of like mask it as like, oh, I'm just humming along to the tune.
Damn it. I was kind of hoping Deception, but I'll go Performance too. Let me find it. There we go.
He knows that song pretty well and notices that the certain little tidbits that you're like the notes you're reaching don't match. He's like, oh, either you're definitely trying to do something different, you can side doors and goes, or you're out of practice. He's giving you a very knowing look as if he's not like sussed out completely, but he's kind of getting the impression that something's going on.
So she'll carry on. She will end up casting Detect Thoughts as she goes. Just don't know the song too well and a little bit out of practice.
Okay, tech thoughts. You get the surface level stuff definite, and it's only if you want to pry deeper that you need to make the save.
So I'm not aiming for him to start with. I'm aiming for people within 30 feet of me to see if any of my friends are within 30 feet of me.
Okay, no one's within 30 feet as you are currently walking.
So yeah, then I'll go for his Surface Thoughts.
Surface thoughts are unusually calm. So as in like drop of tranquility in a sea of chaos type of just absolute stillness. There's the occasional peak of annoyance. And anything else is like locked behind.
Okay, so he's not kind of thinking of anything. He's just emotions.
Yep, just emotionally still at the moment.
Okay. And I'll just carry on walking with him. And just in my head, I'm like, please, don't have left me by myself with this dude.
Okay. That will be the first initial, like, say, 6 to 12 seconds. That's the initial vibe you get.
Cool.
As we go back to our lovely newbie druid and our badass motherfucking halfling, when you produce flame to light up the room, Toto makes a startling revelation as to what was on that mahogany cabinet. It's not blood, but it is some sort of bodily fluid.
Oh.
Which one?
Same as what the wand gives out.
Somebody's tried to heal somebody here.
And as you're getting a quicker look around the room, you understand that there was a very fancy light fixture that came loose and apparently scalped the victim here, whilst the two of them were getting a little bit on the sort of more out of a frisky side, whilst everyone else was in the ballroom.
Can I just ask, because I wasn't here, what's the victim looking like in terms of
Very bad. They had essentially what was a small light fixture stroke tiny chandelier basically fall on them and land on the neck, and it was pretty bad. The blood's obviously everywhere, and the 2 points of healing that Toto was given has not done much to alleviate the pain and suffering that they're suffering right now, having like partial glass fixture sticking out of their shoulder, stroke collarbone.
Okay, can I cast Cure Wounds then? At first?
Go ahead.
I've never done this before. Do I just click it on the thing?
Yep, the only thing that should do the magic for you.
It'll ask you what level you want to cast it at. Yeah, there you go.
Easy.
Yay, 9 points. Yep, just the little glass shards kind of pop out of the shoulder, and you can start to see the wounds start to slowly close up. They're still pretty bad shape, but they're not in critical condition now.
Nice work. I think we were premature. I was premature in pulling my bow here.
Someone else was premature as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, well, at least he got to have some fun. We'll probably tell the guard when we leave this room what's happened here. No dramas. Have I heard from Cloud by this point? Have I got the message?
Yeah, the message would have came through just as the lights came up, and this is like, "Hey, buddy, gonna check the other things?" And you're like, "Oh," whilst your hand is still kind of tacky.
Brilliant. Has Maka caught up with us yet?
Give her a couple seconds, and 3, 2, 1, steps in the doorway.
Maka, I think we might have a problem. I think Elspeth might be in danger. Cloud told me we need to get to the balcony, and that she's gone off with the guy that we're looking for.
Okay.
I
Should
haven't
I
really.
find him?
I've only been in the kind of ballroom and outside, so maybe you can lead the way on this one. We've had too much to drink too, but we need to move pretty quick. Maybe shout a guard on the way, tell them a chandelier fell down. But we need to go and find Cloud now.
Okay, let's go to the balcony or to the garden. I don't. To the garden, maybe?
Yeah. Cloud said to go to the balcony. Something was going on in the garden, and Elspeth forgot the guy. So if you can
Okay.
find us the balcony, that'd be handy.
Okay, you want me to lead you to the balcony?
Yeah. Let's go. We're going to get Elspeth. She might be in there.
Cool.
Okay.
So 3 of you guys are going as a little trio up to the balcony, whilst the security guys, as you pass them, you just kind of inform them going, "Yeah, they got a little bit rough in there. Just deal with it while we go do other things," and you just carry on through the ballroom back up to where the balcony is. And as you are going up to the balcony, you see a familiar face just kind of peering out the back window as if he's enjoying the view. And he turns back and he goes, "Hello, everyone. Having a good evening so far?"
I'll just flip him off.
He goes, "Oh, I'm sure your feelings will return back to their old ways very soon, my friend." And he's going to give you a partial wave as you kind of pass him.
I wave back.
Just be back. He goes, "Oh, you're a new one. I'm looking forward to see what you're up to, or you're capable of." And then just as you're writing it, he goes, "I can see the group's branching out." Ha 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 ha. Really bad pun as you just like roll the eyes, get to the balcony. Back to Cloud. What you up to, brother?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Part 2 of your master plan.
I'm just gonna stay stealthed and just keep moving up. So I'm close to Elizabeth, and just try and keep an eye out around. I know I saw someone moving around up here just before they walked up here, so I'm just going to try and get close to Elizabeth without being that close, and just keep an eye out for whoever.
Okay, as you're approaching, oh, sneaky, still under the benefit of the stealth that you rolled from last time. You're approaching, and you just see off in the distance that there's just like the lower end of the gardens is just pitch black at this time of night. It is getting quite late in the evening, but it seems, and you've had experience with this sort of thing before, unnaturally dark as you are kind of approaching the bottom end of the gardens, like almost as if like half the gardens is like normal shadow and some parts are deeper. Like there's just something about it that just catches your eye.
I do have 120 feet dark vision, even through magical darkness.
Yeah, so it's more of just like a visual tick that you can see. It's not like something's
Yeah.
hidden currently. It's just a
Right.
case of, okay, something's, it's almost as if the landscape slightly changes a little bit, just something about it, or something nearby is giving off a bit of bad juju, and you can spot the kind of tail ends of it as you approach.
I'll be on extra measure then. Just ready for, well, try and be ready for anything, and just sort of drop a telepathic message to Elizabeth saying, I'm like, however far behind you, like 20 feet away from you.
Cool. She'll receive that message. Before we go on with that, though, back to copy. He was currently still on the floor, having their tongue removed. Give me a sec. Okay, so 7 points last time was not too much, but if they get, I'll say, a total of 7 or more, that tongue's coming out. And you're currently,
Yeah.
unfortunately, as you're just completely stunned there, you can just feel the cold steel just like. And at that point, the gentleman who done it immediately removes the tongue, just goes like one, just waves it in front of you just before just going, you won't be needing this now. Oh yeah. He just kind of just chucks it in a nearby trash can. The other dude's kind of going a little bit pale, going, dude, you're fucking sick. I mean, I know you're a sick bastard, but this is a bit much. And he's like, can we at least get something to stuff in there so it doesn't bleed out in here? He's like, oh, don't be a fucking pussy. If you're going to take, rips a bit of cloth off his shirt and just like stuff it in your mouth. He's like, there, that, you happy? Not really, but fucking do. And they hear a bit of commotion outside, and they assume that what would have been the others passing and the guards coming back for them. You think this one would be all right here? And like, well, we'll rebound her first, then we go check. Dumbass, and they kind of redo your restraints.
So
You've now
would
got
I have finished stun at this point?
just as they're about to like shackle you up and go, now, don't move. We'll be right back. As soon as they leave the room and the door shuts, that's when stun wears off.
Cool.
You're now been reshackled, but you've got a chance to get out.
Yeah, I mean, my mage hand should still be up, so I try to use that as kind of a way to get out of it. So would that be tinkering check, right? Or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand with efficiency because of the thieves' tools, I believe you can use.
Yeah, I mean, I already have proficiency and expertise. So
That's fine. That's fine. No, right, so just go
27.
ahead. 27. Each hand unlocks the manacles. You're now free. With half that guy's shirt sticking out your mouth.
Yeah, I will basically spend a little while kind of coughing up blood and just trying to collect myself. Take my tongue, pocket my tongue, because that's important. I need that eventually. But I'm just going to spend a little time recollecting myself. And as I will also use Second Wind as a thing. So that's 1d10 plus. So 12, 50.
So you managed to get yourself out. compose yourself as best you can, considering the fact that you had like half a shirt stuffed in your mouth of your own blood. As soon as you pull that out, you're just like gagging on your own, like congealed blood and saliva all in your mouth. You can still taste all of it, and something that was on the edge of that knife that he was like, it's like vaguely a bit of like fruit where he was using like cut earlier for like a snack. It was still on the edge of the blade. You could taste a fragment of it. You
I
pocket your
think
tongue.
you used my blade, right? So it probably would have just been.
Oh yeah, sure blade. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So
You
yeah.
took yours after you chucked it and went, oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to use this. All right, my bad. You go into the
Cool.
trash can, pull your tongue out, wrap it in the shirt bit, and then stuff in your pocket.
Yep. He's got my dagger, right? So that just cool. No worries, that's fine. Yeah. I'm going to take a bit of time to collect myself.
Cool. As you're collecting yourself, Elspeth, this will be now the next 12-second mark in this little wander from since you initially cast that spell. Do you still want to go for surface thoughts, or you want to try and go in deeper?
So, quick question. If Cloud has seen the magical darkness and can see through it, am I in it? Because I can't see through magical darkness. So is it literally pitch black for me right now?
Only certain areas, as if it's not like a complete blanket.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to get to. Try saying that Clouds notices that it's not a blanket effect. It's as if like an individual bush, a bit of stonework,
Right.
like the individual shadows are like ridiculously deeper and harder to see through.
Okay,
And while
cool.
he can see through magical darkness, he's picked up on the difference.
Okay, cool. So I'm getting the message from Cloud. I'm just gonna ping him to see if I can hear his thoughts and make sure he's not bullshitting me and he is actually within 20 feet of me and not just trying to keep me calm.
Once he gets within the sort of 30 feet, you can detect him and whatever his surface thoughts may be. You can pick up on them fine.
Okay.
Damn, she looks fine in that dress.
She'll make a note to go, really not the time. But she'll ping back to him, to the other guy, and knowing Cloud's within range, she will try and go deeper into his thoughts.
Okay, intelligence saving throw, is it?
It is. An intelligence check. Hang on. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Dirty 20.
He saves.
You see his shoulders kind of straighten up, but he doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna act like
Only thing you do notice though is he's got a bit of a tighter grip on his cane than he had a second ago.
she'll act like she's not done anything. She'll carry on walking like nothing's changed. And obviously pull out of his head, but keep the spell up.
Okay. You get for another like so many dozen feet ahead before he initially kind of just like lets a sigh out and goes, I should have known better in retrospect.
Gonna give him another look. Should have known better about what?
You wouldn't think I would notice you trying to peer into the back of my mind, dear?
Darling, I am walking.
Rather inappropriate, don't you think?
True,
You
but
could have just and he kind of just turns around and you can just see the still eyes behind that mask. He's still wearing it.
true, I could have asked. However, I am old enough and ugly enough to know that men do tend to lie about these things, so I would rather know, as I'm walking into a deep dark garden, that the gentleman I have chosen to spend my evening with isn't going to do what a lot of gentlemen have done in the past, and force themselves upon me.
He just lets off just a subtle, just like and stops, turns around to face you completely,
Mhm.
puts the cane down in front of him, just like, is that what you thought I was going to do? All this little stroll away from all the noise and all the prying eyes.
Darling, if I thought it was going to be what you were doing, I wouldn't have accompanied you. But it's always a concern. And as I said, men lie. A lot. It's so much easier to actually use magic to get in their thoughts and see exactly what they're thinking than actually ask them and have to deal with the lies.
I can see there's a lot of truth in what you say. Definitely. Do you know there's also another horrible truth that my own experience tells me?
Women lie too?
People rarely change. Once they've gone down a certain little path, they rarely come back out of it without any chance of positive change. And it would appear that certain old habits are harder to break than others. And here I thought I'd make an exception to my own personal ruling, but evidently, my dear, you've squandered that opportunity. Cloud, your passive perception, remind me again?
20.
20. As he's like giving his little speech, you see something that's kind of coalesce in one of the deeper shadows. It's got the exaggerated form and high collar, the exaggerated hat, cape-like trail behind it, and can see the sharp object that he'd savaged beforehand coming out from nearby. And it's kind of just peering towards Elspeth and Jackson.
Is it the same dude I faced off with in the alley?
Yes, same creature.
Telepathically, just say if I can simultaneously just go Elizabeth and Toto, the dude's behind Elizabeth, and then I just go straight at him.
Cool. As you make a move, this thing had been preparing itself, so it's going to get at least one swipe at her before you land a shot on it yourself. So, can't remember what modifier I gave it the last time, so I'm just going to go with this. As you make a move, make that message. Does a 17 hit?
It does. I've got Warcaster. Would I get a reaction?
I'll say yeah. As he's giving his speech, you can just see the corner, the reflection of his mask, the shimmer of the blade. As you turn around and it strikes.
I'm going to dimension door to behind where I felt Cloud's thoughts.
So let me think for a sec. You still take the hit, but then dimension door away.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'll go with your call on that.
I'll say for the time being, I'll say it's at least one hit, and then you dimension door out.
Cool.
Because it's a reaction, so you would have took the hit and then went, oh shit.
Cool.
And he's that's body blade the last time. 7 points slashing, and I think it was 9 points necrotic.
Okay.
16 total. And again, as you dimension door out and reappear, that wound doesn't seem to be letting up. It's tore right through the big fancy dress you've got. Almost in the same spot. It just seems to be for whatever reason, it just seems to keep homing in on these same areas.
Well, she'll only have one scar at least.
Okay. So as you teleport behind where Cloud will be, Cloud, if you want to get one freebie before things properly kick off, the others all see the commotion just in the darkened area of the gardens ahead of them. Things are starting to get really freaky in that area. Okay, 17.
24. I assume I get an advantage.
Yes, yeah, you would. Sorry, that's my pressing it from out there. 24 will hit.
£30 altogether.
But assassinate would make it 53 points of damage.
Oh, nice. Give me a second to write that down.
And Cloud just sort of smiles and just goes, "Don't run this time."
You see the creature kind of look just back at you. Again, you can only see the exaggerated grin on its face as you struck it. Yeah, it's almost like pearly white teeth, and you just see Jackson in the background just kind of shaking his head, and just starts to not walk away, but it's just almost as if he's just like, ah, whatever, and just turns and just starts walking back towards the party, but on a alternative path, so he's walking away from you guys, just as if nothing is really bothering him at this point. He's just like, ah. And with that, as the others are up on the balcony and see this at a good 100 feet away at least, 120 feet away. Is there anything you guys want to try and do before this kicks off into high gear?
So we can see it all happening. Yeah.
Faintly in the distance, but because you guys were already on the balcony looking out, obviously you can see.
I've got 600 foot on my bow, so can I take a shot?
Cool. Your max range. I think you're probably well within your range with the bow, so it's just a straight up attack.
25.
25 hits.
I should have done it before, but then I will bonus action Hunter's Mark.
But you do
You
get
have
Colossus
to-
Sayers and Sneak Attack.
Hell yeah.
So that's
22.
22. Nice, gentlemen. Opening round. That is like 75 points of damage on the opening volley. Very nice work, gentlemen. And with that, do Trivier and Maka want to try anything at that range?
How far are they?
This
Awesome.
creature, the creature is about 120 feet away, with Cloud right next to it, and Elspeth about 25, 30 feet away.
I guess 120 feet range to the firebolt. Can I shoot one for him?
Bolt, cool, go ahead. Unfortunately. You fire it off, and this thing just kind of, after taking Cloud's initial swipe at it, then the arrow from Toto, it kind of catches the glimpse of the flame bolt coming towards it, and it just like shimmies it the way. It's like, whew. Treevy, have you got anything you want to try and do? If you've got anything at range?
Yeah, can I cast Shillelagh on my that's exactly what I meant to say. On my quarterstaff.
Cool, so you've now got a glowing
So I can
stick.
use wisdom as my
Cool. So your Stick's now glowing and ready for action. We're going to, just before initiative kicks off, Copy, what are you up to?
I would have changed my appearance. I don't appear covered in blood. Still very much in pain. I'm gonna walk out and see if I can find Maka because she's someone I spoke to.
Cool. What I'm saying is going to take you a little bit of looking around, so make me an investigation check to see if anything gives you a hint as to where she went, because last you heard seen of her, she was in the ballroom.
9.
9, you see and suspect nothing. You are just like helplessly lost amongst the crowds, going, "Where's Maka? Where's Maka? Where's Maka?" And just people keep bumping into you and you're just kind of dazed and confused, trying to keep track of everything.
Okay.
It's not for no reason.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of keep skirting around the edge of the ballroom, just trying to keep an eye out for the guy who cut my tongue out, and also the sorry, I had his name written down, and Benjamin. Do I see any of them?
Make a perception check.
Mother, I rolled so many dice before this. 4.
You should have kept some of your good rolls for tonight. But yeah, as you're looking about, you're just like 1,000 things going through your head. What did I do wrong? I almost had him. I nearly, I got sucker punched. I got my tongue cut out. It's just like Toto's brother's gonna give me a fancy blunderbuss thing if I kill him. If I kill Toto, but I've got his shoes. I've still got his shoes. Why did the guards not take the shoes off him? Because you've still got like his Crocs in your backpack. And just all that shit's like playing in the back of your mind as you're looking about, and just everything's just like blur of people and decor, and just everything's just like sensory overload at this point.
Yep. Then that's just gonna be me. I'm just gonna keep kind of wandering around a little bit, trying to see if I can find anyone. I'll step outside briefly just to get a bit of fresh air to see if I can collect myself. And if I see them, great. If I don't, then that's basically what I'm doing.
Cool. You going out front. There is a handful of people just kind of hanging around, not doing much in the way of any noticeable activity. They're all just kind of like getting, again, as you say, fresh air, away from the crowds. There are a couple of people who kind of look at you and kind of go, "Are you okay? You seem like you're in a bit of trouble, madam."
I'm just gonna push them to the side and keep walking.
That's kind of rude. And just kind of scoff as you just like wander past. And like that, ladies and gentlemen, roll initiative for those who are currently focused in on the big nasty. Thing. Oh, hang on. Apparently, the last time I used his tongue counter was when the red dragon was up here. Jesus,
Jesus.
it needs to be, it needs to be cleared. So give me a sec.
Yeah, it was like Becca was saying last time. Like that was literally the last time we had combat.
Last time we had proper combat. I think anything after that was a case of just like literal fisticuffs and then jog on pal. But yeah, that was the last proper big fight he's had. But yeah, redo initiative, guys. The turn order thing wasn't in place. Okay, so that's Cloud at 16.2. Eight 511.
Dom, if you drag your character sheet onto the page, it will put your miniature on there, and then click initiative, and then it will add you to the.
I rolled exactly the same both times.
Ooh.
Wait, where am I dragging what?
So,
Grab your. Yeah, Becca, you explain.
so where you normally open your character sheet, if instead of clicking to open it, you click and drag it onto the actual whiteboard, it should bring your token up.
Did
Yep.
that do something?
Yeah, you got your little default thing. If you click on it and then click your initiative,
There you go.
there we go.
Sick, thanks.
Cool. There it is. See what the big nasty's gonna have for hits initiative. I believe that's how you.
Well, that just tilted straight off that 4.
Cool. Give me a second, guys, and I'll just kind of improv a little map thingy here, just to kind of make things easier. You know, I like how everyone's got their character portraits, and then there's a little kind of just like chess piece pawn looking one here for Trevi.
How do I change that?
We'll get it sorted once we've got this done here, but give me
In your character sheet, while Scott is drawing a map,
Mm-hmm.
you click edit, top right.
Oh, lovely. Avatar, yeah?
Yep,
Thank you.
no problemo.
just a second, guys. Should I have that? Okay, so that'll do. Okay, so roughly total and Trevi will be up on the balcony over here, then Elspeth is down here. Just give me a second to double check sizes. Right. Then I mean, it's such extreme ranges, I can't seem to get this. Give me a sec, guys. Not far off it. Yeah, that's roughly about it. Freehand. Note to self: make actual like effort in maps in future. Okay, so you guys were on the balcony, just up here, and staircase is over here if you want to descend, and then it'll be across. They took the kind of more scenic route, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then ended up roughly about here. And Jackson's kind of buggered off somewhere over here. No clear set on him. He's just kind of buggered off as you guys are dealing with this thing here. Okay, so get there. What do you think it's an issue? Okay, so it's got first move. It's going to look down at Cloud after it's taken a bit of a beating already. It turns the blade and something else, and some kind of crackle appears over the edge of the blade. And it is going to take 2 swipes at Cloud. One. The 26 to hit.
Oh, just.
Just, he says. Just, you only just hit me. So it's 1. Four. And then 2d. Okay, so total is about 13 points of damage, although instead of leaving a wound this time, it strikes you and you can see as your blood's on the blade, it gets drawn up the edge of it into this thing's wrist. There's no handguard on its weapon, it's like just straight up bladed and then meets the handle. And it appears to just like smirk back at you as it's the arrow that is kind of still sticking out of it from when Total shot it, just kind of just gets pushed out and falls to the ground.
Nice.
Second attack. 20. Really need to learn how to make character sheet things for these bastards.
Miss.
17 misses. After taking stock on the first hit, it comes around for a second. You're just like, oh, okay, fuck that shit, and feeling pirouette out of the way. And with that, it'll just kind of menacingly just kind of grin at you just through the shroud. And with that, it is the end of its turn. It's yours now.
Right. Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse onto it. And then 2 attacks.
Okay, 28 definitely hits.
I assume a 15 misses.
15 misses. The 20 definitely hits though. So it's
So 19 points of damage.
points. 20 minute hit points. Okay. Your first, after taking that initial hit and then ducking out of its retaliation strike, you wait for an opportunity and you spin the blade staff round, catch it on where the face would roughly be in its figure, almost disrupting the smile briefly. And as soon as you come back for a second one, it parries it with its weapon, just like dink out of the way. Anything else?
No, that's all I've got.
Cool. Treevy, you're next.
I'm just going to move towards them. How do I do that on the?
You just click you just click and drag your little token thing.
Yeah, each square
Across
is
the
5
screen.
foot.
Or
Cool. You're making your way down, going down the stairs. You're now seeing this like lush garden that's been made in the back of this establishment. There's occasional little kind of like hedge sculptures just at the bottom of the staircase you kind of walk past. What do you wish to do?
I am going to conjure a woodland being.
Cool. What are you conjuring?
I don't know. Maybe like what's the level? Change rating 1 or lower. I don't know, like a fox.
What does it say?
Pardon?
It says, what does the fox say? I'm sorry.
Get out. Get out.
Oh, it's too tempting not to. You should know me by now, guys. Oh, here we go.
And you wonder why your computer turns itself off and does these things.
It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. If this thing became self-aware, it's like, I'm not having any more of this shit. I'm out. Hang on. It's tiny. There you go. There's your fox. Or as close as I can get from just literally pulling a thing out of Google. And what would you like to do with this fox?
What am I gonna do?
Yes.
He's gonna. Where is he?
He's
How
right.
do I put my fox? Hello?
Hello?
Just can you hear us, Treevy?
Yeah, I think that was something up with my connection there. I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Just a quick thing, just check. Conjure Wounded Being seems like a concentration spell. Isn't Shillelagh also a concentration spell?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to have a fox and a magic stick at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to do anything with the fox in particular, or is it just going to sit there for the moment?
He's gonna go a little bit further towards them as far as he can go. He has been commanded to attack this dude.
Okay, so what's the movement speed in the fox?
It's a great question. 40 feet.
Ah, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. So the fox is just like, woo, just like leaped off and is now over here. That's as far as it can move. We calling that the end of your turn?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Toto, you're up.
All right. I can still get a shot on him from here, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna use the Sky Sentinel for the first time.
Okay, you're swapping the Sky Sentinel. Cool.
Yep, it's gonna be my first attack. So yeah. Um. So where did I put it? There it is. That's the first arrow, 16.
16 misses.
All right, second arrow. 28. I'm just gonna
28.
roll. I'm just gonna roll the third arrow while I'm here. 22.
22 hits.
Damage for the first is 14 plus. So that's what
23.
16. Yeah, 23 for the first.
Cool.
And then for the second, 8, 9. 10 for the second.
10 points.
33 so far. And then for my second attack, just use the regular bow.
Cool. Is a swapping weapons not a bow, not well, yeah.
That's
I
up
would
to
say just
you.
use, I would just say just use the Sky Sentinel, but just use the attack anyway. You've created it anyway, so
Yeah, just take one off the attack. I got one extra on the longbow.
like, it's only 31. Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know if you hit it with that.
So, so we
Just a-
doubling the. Are we just doubling the first die?
yeah.
Yeah, so 22. Oh no, yeah,
14.
88. Yeah, plus Hunter's Mark.
Which you also double because it's a die roll.
So plus 4.
So that's 18.
That's it. That's it. That's everything.
Okay.
So
As you
that,
just
what
let
was
off the
that?
fire arrows,
50.
this thing's like amorphous mass is just getting pelted with arrows, and as Cloud being up close to it, you can just see that grin starts to turn into a frown, just as you're like pounding the living shit out of it.
Yeah, I was 51 total. I'm happy with that. Yep.
That-
And
that-
then
banging.
I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna use my full movement. And I'm gonna use my bonus action, cunning action, to move to down.
Cool. So 25, and then move up. So you're roughly about.
Yep, that's fine by me.
Hold on, you had 3 attacks as a normal attack.
Yeah, with the Sky
Sky
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Sky Sentinel,
Holy
like with its
shit!
short, turns into 3 normal arrows with like lightning damage added. Then his second actual attack is just a normal attack with the bow.
Holy shit!
It's amazing, isn't it?
And you don't let me have my like super Gatling gun, but you give these guys like everything.
I didn't ask for anything.
Do I taste salt coming through my phone right now?
A lot actually. It's got a lot of salt. You take all my guns.
Okay, so that's Toto's turn. Maka, you're up.
Yes. First, I will activate the bonus action my battle dance song. They sing their sometimes. And I will move here. And I want to cast Scorching Ray on him.
Okay, Scorching Ray. Fire them off and see if you hit.
Yes. Whoa. That's not mighty.
Okay, first shot misses, second shot misses, third shot hits. So it sees these streaks of flame coming towards it, and it kind of moves. On the third one, you kind of curve the bolt just at the end of its tether and just like almost uppercut it with the scorching rain. Just like plume of fire hits it. You can almost see the top hat almost kind of like tilt to one side, and then it rights itself up, smiling through the flames. But its physical shape seems to be very, very hard to keep hold of right now. So, that the end of your turn.
That's all.
Go. Elspeth.
I assume I take damage at the start of my turn.
Yes.
Hmm.
6 points necrotic damage. Again, as it feels as if that wound's trying to pull itself further apart.
Cool. So she'll say, well, I would try and make you faster, Cloud, but if I die right now, that'll just cause you more problems. So let's try this. And she'll throw Eldritch Blast twice.
Okay. Fire off Eldritch Blast.
Why did that not work? God damn it.
You haven't activated an attack.
Nope. Try it again.
Okay, roll me damage.
So 18 points of damage on the first one.
You okay? I will just say, in that first blast, you fire it off and you hit it right in the grin, and the head just kind of like splatters into like black tendrils, and it appears to just like its physical form seems to disperse a little bit, and apparently vanishes.
Okay. So I'll go, we should probably go after Clarkson. Not Clarkson, Jackson. And
Someone right now is an English TV presenter going, "What have I done this time to deserve this?"
and I will start moving in that direction.
So you move.
I'd move another 5 feet, but I'm off the edge of the map, so. Clutching at my side while I go. But that will be my turn. Did I die? Or is everyone just super quiet right now?
No, I think Scott's plotting.
I'm sorry, I'm doing that thing on my sister because I'm plotting your demise. But yeah, as you're going after where Jackson was, out of a shadow, that thing reappears. Turns around again with a big, massive smile on its face. Anything else you want to try and do before ending your turn?
That's my turn. Use my action and my movement, and I don't have a bonus action I can do.
Cool. So this thing reappears, and again, it's got its little shank handy, and it's going to go again for the old 1-2 routine. See if it can land a hit.
Yep.
It hits. Oh shit.
I have an AC of 10.
Oh yeah, because you got your ball gown on. Ah, that's problematic. 10 points slashing with the wound of 4 points necrotic.
Cool.
Second swing.
Yep.
19.
Even with my armor on, all of these would have hit me.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
I'm an AC of 14. Even with my armor on. Yeah, she's unconscious.
Okay, that's just the. Yeah, that would just be the necrotic damage alone. That's the wound.
And I
So
instantly stabilise because of periatic wound closure.
yeah, the initial slash would have probably brought you into X amount, and then that would have probably have knocked you out. So, oh, that last little damage calculation. But again, it's just kind of hovering over you as it's just like slash slash. A couple of like the wounds are now just like deep gouges. One's actually went from the left thigh kind of up towards the mid torso, just as the way the angle of the cut, and the other one was kind of almost across the face.
Better not have
Just
been.
as you hit the
I
floor.
like my face.
Almost across the face. It almost got you. It was just kind of on the backward kind of like end of the swing. As you hit the ground, that would have been the thing's turn. Back to Cloud.
Yeah, debating between two options.
Those options being
Rage and drop something to start doing some heavy shit, or get Elizabeth the fuck out of there, but I don't know where to go. Let's go for a dice roll. Even being damage, odd being escape. Odd being escape. So Cloud will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, get to next to Elizabeth, put his arm around her, and just glowing green eyes in anger as he sort of one arm wraps around hers, the other arm slams the blade staff into the ground, and he casts Thunderstep, and they both teleport 90 feet away from him as he takes 3d10 thunder damage if he can make me a Constitution saving throw.
$16.
That beats it, so you take 8 points of thunder damage.
8 points thunder damage. Okay, so as you dash up, grab Elspeth and go, and we're out. Boom.
And we appear right next to Toto, pretty much. And knowing what this does, can't use bonus action for that. I will just shout to the group. Someone needs to do a help fit healer. Magic doesn't work, and that's my turn.
Okay, Treevy, you're up.
Okay. Has anybody in need of healing? Would we say?
Not magical healing.
Ah.
I'm in need of out of game and medicine check, but basically not healing, not magical healing.
So basically, Cloud just appeared and was like, "Is there a doctor here?"
I mean,
Put
I'll
them
see if
out
there's
on it.
anything I can do.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you attempting a medicine check. I'll just make a wee note of where the DC would be, just in case. Unfortunately, just shy of it. You're trying to, but you can't. These are very strange looking wounds. Anytime you try and patch it up, they'll just keep pouring blood.
Oh, it's not looking good.
I'm so glad she's unconscious and can't hear you go, yeah, no, that's not looking good.
Can we see this character, this attacking for?
Yeah, you can see it off in the distance. But as you see in the distance, it just looks like this kind of a vague outline of a humanoid figure with like an exaggerated top hat collar, just a big white pearly grin sitting among black, holding what looks like a, I don't know if anyone know what an estoc is.
And
Sure.
It's a really thin looking sword with no real handguard, just it is with kind of like again with the kind of cape like kind of swirly typical look at me, I'm nasty evil force thing kind of flowing behind it.
Okay, so was the medicine check my action?
I'll class it if you want as a bonus action or your main action depending on what you're planning to do.
Can I? How far away in feet is that?
He would have moved up to me to do the medicine check.
Yeah, you would have moved up here, so you'd be about there. It's about trying to see this clearly because those character portraits are in the way. But 85 roughly.
Cool. I'll cast Cool Lightning then.
Oh, call lightning.
Oh, we know this spell super well.
Don't forget
Getting-
your conjure woodland beasts concentration as well.
Yeah, I think the fox is kind of useless right now.
And the little fox just turns and get almost as like it's going to pull out, it's just like bye bye, and it disappears. Okay, nope, it is taking the full brunt of that. As you try and help Elspeth up, you look up and just see this horrible looking beastly thing up in the distance and just go, screw that shit. Both hands up, eyes begin to glow, and then a bolt of lightning comes down and just like strikes it straight in the top hat. And does 19 points lightning damage. Cool. It tanks it, takes the full brunt of it, kind of shakes it off at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Toto, you're up.
You know what time it is. Just a couple of longbow shots on it. This time I am switching out the weapon.
Okay. You put away the Sky Sentinel and pull out the Longboner.
Ah, yeah. 25.
25, that hits. I would point out that there was something I was going to give the longboner, but right now it would be kind of redundant, so we'll discuss that later.
Okay.
Just as a note I had from like previous, because again, this is the first proper fight you've had with the longboner since you got it.
It's the first one I've had with the Sky Sentinel as well. Do I get sneak attack on that?
I'll say it's aware of all you guys, so it's not quite sneaky.
All right, that was 25. Yeah, 25 for the first, and then another one.
Okay, so you put that first arrow into it, and again you hit the kind of almost as if you took a tooth out of the exaggerated grin. Second arrow.
15.
Second arrow, it pulls up its blade, and it kind of halves the arrow, and both halves of the arrow kind of go either side of it.
All right. I'm just gonna move over here and just kind of try and just give Elspeth's unconscious body a bit of cover, and that's gonna end my turn. Or I've kind of forgot, so I'll probably have to do it on my next turn. I probably would call copy on the earpiece, but if you want me to wait for my next turn, I'll do that.
What were you gonna say?
Shit's going really bad. Elspeth's unconscious. We're in the garden of the pub. We really need your help. I can wait.
Cool. I'll say that the message comes through to copy, but again, having no wait, actually telepathically. So yeah, you would probably still be able to reply if you choose to.
He'll get something equivalent to understood, and that's it. And I was actually going to ask, because of thunderstep and call lightning, I would have heard that, and how far away would I have been? Because I'm already outside.
Make a perception check for the thunderstep first. See if you had that.
Isn't thunderstep for 300 feet or something?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of noise going on in the building between you, so yeah, you'd have heard it anyway. 18. You hear that and kind of go, okay, that's probably an indication something's gone down. And as you have made your way through the building, got to the back balcony, but you see the bolt of light. Well, you see the lightning flashes. You're making your way through from nearby windows and going, okay, something's definitely going on. And we'll be making your way.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'll start making.
we'll add you into the next initiative round, as it would be. Then kind of you just take a place
Cool.
when you roll initiative.
Cool.
Okay, so Maka, your turn.
Okay, I want to move a little bit closer, like 40 feet. I want to reach him. I think. And I want to cast Cone of Cold to catch this
Cone of Cold.
creature. Yes.
Cool. It's a dex save he needs to make, or is that a Constitution save?
Con save.
Con save. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, he failed that miserably, and you just block. Normally you go for fire, but strange enough, I mean, people will just see you go out. They're going, okay, they're expecting like what? Fireball, flame bolt, scorching ray. Usual change of pace, pale blue, and then you just kind of do the hand motions and cone of cold. And this thing just gets pelted with like blobs of ice and snow and all sorts, and it takes all 31 points.
Yes.
Damn, go. Is that your turn?
Yes. That's all.
Okay, Elspeth,
Mm.
you're unconscious still, but stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we'll just kind of like jump over that. Now it's the Nasty's turn, and everyone within a 60-foot sphere, starting from, well, point of origin being Elspeth, so 60 feet would be probably everyone. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Make a con save, Sam.
Okie doke. What's it for?
You're about to find out.
Bad shit for me and you. And probably Macca.
And me.
Good. As you look off into this, as you see that again, that like almost smug, like horrific, nightmarish grin. There's a very slight shimmer appears around this this creature as it kind of draws a circle. Using as it points at this with its blade and kind of just draws a circle. You look below you and you can see a circle appear in a 60-foot radius around you, filled up with like arcane runes, and then it goes pale green and energy comes up the way. The roll here being a circle of death gets used on you, and total cloud Maka take 31 points necrotic damage. Treevee takes half. And I believe Elspeth, while you're unconscious on the floor, death save.
Yep.
Well, actually, would be one fail or two fail. I can't remember. I think it would be
One fail for range, two for
Melee.
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 So one fail so far.
Do I round up or down?
Round down. So 15 points.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll use my reaction and I will take only 11 damage. Because I will use one of my spell slots to absorb the damage.
Ah, that's handy.
Yeah.
Good on you. Yay. Zuzu, if you want to like roll initiative for copy and then add them into the initiative order. And at this point, copy would appear. And as you appear, okay, okay, so you take the place between Treevee and Toto.
So try
The circle. And since you entered the circle, please make me the Constitution save. Because I believe, if I'm reading this right, Circle of Death stays. No, wait, it doesn't. Ah, but I'll say that you still enter the circle anyway. 16, so you take 15 points necrotic. just as you step out, hit with that, and that's the circle of death gone. And it is end of its turn. In fact, actually, bonus action, this thing's going to try and hide. Before we go any further. It disappears. Seemingly vanishing from the field. Hello, buddy. What do I do?
Mm, um, uh, can't think. Uh, odd help. Even rage. And so he will try a medicine check. Just try and help Elizabeth the best he can.
Cool, medicine check. Just shy of it.
Would that be my action or my bonus action?
I'll say bonus action.
I assume it's the same thing as last time when she got cut. It's still just sort of bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding, and the wounds are just seeming like there's a little, almost a spectral kind of hand, just kind of keeping them open.
Just trying to work out the best thing to do, and yeah, screw it. Yeah, he's gonna hold his action to try and, as he can't do the medicine check properly, he's gonna hold his action to aid someone else, if that's all right.
Cool. You will use action to see if anyone else would try.
Yeah, just try and help them by obviously just like push the wound close as they try and stitch it back together and whatever.
Cool. Treevy, your turn.
Is everyone sort of taken? Everyone took quite a lot of damage there.
Yep. Quite a few people took a bit of a beating there.
I'm gonna use mass cure wounds. There you go, guys.
Cool. Everyone gets 21 points of healing.
Other than me.
Other than you, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, you're a lost cause.
Thanks.
Oh, I think that cool lightning can hit thingy again.
You need to make a dex save, I believe.
Yes, please.
So I'm not sure if you get advantage of his disappear, but you know what? Screw it. You just see at the corner of your eye, just a lightning bolt just comes down and just illuminates him. Just let's get that out of the way. He's moved here. Since he's like, you just see the lightning coming that down and just outline him.
Okay, cool. Hang on.
15 point.
Okay, I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay. As you see it get hit with the lightning bolt, you can just see its form starts taking a lose cohesion. And that smile starts to turn into a set of like serrated teeth just opening up, and just you can hear a screech coming from it, like and its eyes are firmly set on someone, you're not quite sure who. Is it gonna just like again we see its its actual eyes, but you get the impression that someone's getting leered at in this group. Okay, so copy. You've just burst in, got hit with a flash in the correct energy, and just seen all this mad shit happening in front of you.
I can see that Elspeth's with Toto, Cloud, and this new person here, and then Macca's there. So they all seem kind of my regulars. This one doesn't. So I'm just going to take a shot at this guy with my short bow. Sorry, bear with me. I haven't used my short bow in ages. 26.
26 hits, yeah.
And yeah. Is you said there was a balcony, so is there kind of like I guess it's like a ledge here or something.
Yeah, that would be a ledge.
Can I use the ledge to try to hide as a bonus action?
You can certainly try.
That'll be a 15.
You believe you are hidden.
Cool.
Not really. The balcony has that sort of like the little column effect.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
so you've got partial cover, but you think, oh, I'm gonna hide behind it, and then realize, wait, these things have got like gaps.
No
But it's
worries.
dark.
I'm
Maybe.
delusional at this point. I've lost too much blood.
Okay, so Toto.
I'm gonna give it a go with the medicine check.
Okay, medicine check.
I get advantage because Cloud's helping.
Yep.
$18.
18. You managed to cure to close up the wounds. Just like
So
frantically, just like okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever it's doing is working. It's working. And as you manage to close the wounds up, the spectral hands kind of recede.
okay, and then can I cure wounds as well?
Okay, cure wounds.
Second level. 9 points.
Do I come back to consciousness?
Yes, you come back to consciousness.
And then if I see Elspeth wake up, then I will turn and run to kind of behind where Maka is, and then use my bonus action to hide, because I can do that because I'm a halfling. And that'll be my turn.
How short is Maka?
Halflings
but-
can still hide even as long as it's a size larger creature or more.
I've just got this image in my head where you've got a kid trying to hide behind another kid.
You said you can attempt to hide even when you're obscured only by a creature that is at least one size larger than you, and Toto's classed as small.
Yeah, and Maka's is still classed as medium, but I think she's what 5'11", maybe between 6'1", something between there. I can't remember
Oh,
what her
right.
exact size she is, but she's tall enough.
Yeah, double my size.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll stealth for that, or?
Yeah, roll stealth for it, please.
And Maka is not so high. But I have a big dress. You can hide behind the dress.
Yeah, that's perfect. And that's my turn. Just trying to squish in behind the big dress.
Actually, Maka is 155 centimeters. I'm not very tall.
Anyway, Maka, it's your turn. Toto believes he's hidden. But again, he's doing that usual sort of thing. Is like underneath the ball gown, he's just like half of him sticking out. Almost like a kid thinking, I'm invisible, like
Oh.
ostrich level thing. But it's Maka's turn. What do you wish to do?
My favorite spell. I'll cast a fireball on him.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll roll his dex save. Come on, be at 17, be at 17, be at 17. He makes a save. How much damage is he taking?
27.
7.5 would be 13.
Yes.
You're getting really pissed
Yes.
off at him. You just, okay, like go for the classic, and you ball the fireball, and you hit it. You can just see again the explosion happens, and you just see this thing's like wailing out as if it's in pain. Its form now losing a lot of the kind of vague humanoid elements, and is now just kind of like a massive shadow. The big grin, the more kind of like humanoid aspect to it now is kind of like the head with the top hat, with the big grin, and the hand that's holding the blade. Anything else?
I saw Toto to hide behind me, so I won't move.
Okay.
That will be everything.
Okay, so good move. Elspeth,
Okay.
currently lying on the floor after your wounds were tended to.
Probably looking into the eyes of a very panicked Cloud, I would assume.
Very panicked.
So she's sort of going to come to consciousness and go, alright, it's okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, and then just sort of not knowing what the fuck is going on or what's happening or whatever, out of panic, she's going to cast sort of a circle of power. Because she can see, like, people around us, this is just to keep people safe. And she's going to stay on the floor just going, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay.
Okay. So is that the end of your turn?
As a bonus action, I am going to, as kind of an apology, inspire Cloud. And I don't have my lines, so it would just be like grabbing his hand, squeezing it, going, "I'm alright."
Okay, so end of your turn. This mob of shadow and malice just seems to be like sitting there, and as its fang teeth now just kind of again reform that grin. Again, the sword comes to a point, and it starts to trace that circle again. Everybody, you know the
Counter
drill.
spell. 5th level counter spell.
5th level, still need to roll for it.
Cool.
Go for it, go for it, go for it. Make it, make it, make it, make it, make it. I dare you. Dare
Can't
you.
even remember what it is. It's a D20 plus my charisma modifier, isn't it?
And you beat the
10 plus
10
the
plus
spells
spells.
level, so 16.
Yep. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Yes, clutch moment, my dear. Abruptly stops as the circle is broken.
And she's gonna go, like, fuck you doing that.
Again, the smile turns into a frown, and then into a proper snarl, and it just kind of, as it kind of darts into shadow, it just goes and hides. Anyone got a perception of 25? Passive perception of 25?
Nice.
Nah, but I do have it hunter's mark.
You do have a hunter's mark, actually, but just by double check in case like everyone else can go, oh, there it is. You've got it pretty much sussed. It is somewhere roughly about here. It's trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. In fact, would it run away? Have I just cut myself here and just went, hold on, I'm going to rescind that, possibly. Yeah, it'll run away. This thing's took a bit of a beating. It's going to try and make a run for it. And Cloud.
Would Toto be able to direct me, or would I have to wait for Toto's turn? Or would you want to prefer a perception roll?
Make a perception roll. Okay, Toto knows what it is, but we'll wait until his turn for him to go, right, okay, I've got a fix on it. And you've hang on the money, my boy. I just seen it roll on the 20. I'm like, you bastard. You've got it pretty much zoned in as it's kind of moving between deep shadow to deep shadow, kind of just like almost like a blob of ink, just like from one place to another. You've got it and zoned in.
Cloud just sort of smiles at Elsbeth, kisses her hand, and then as his face turns in the direction, the cat eyes just narrow and start to flare with energy. And he will move his 30 feet, and he will also use his feline agility to get right up on that ass. And
Okay.
then just open up all 3 attacks.
Okay, go for it, my boy. Don't roll a 1.
Oh, you
Why
had
did
to
you
say
have to
it.
say
You
that?
had to say it.
Okay. As you try and go for it for the first swipe, it gets an attack of retaliation.
Roll a fucking 1. Go on.
I think that would ever happen. I was like, oh, don't roll a 1. Rolls a 1. Oh, fuck. Okay, so hang on. Again, as it does before, the blade type, the energy type changes.
Yep.
So as it comes up and
Cutting
swipes you,
words. So I get a
Cutting
roll a
words?
d10 and reduce that.
come on, roll a 10, roll a 10, roll a 10. Come on.
Damn it. 22. It goes down to.
Right,
Not
okay.
enough. Not
What do
enough.
they say for certain words? They just go, "Hoi!" What do you do? Give me the juice. Give me the detail.
I don't know.
Get off
Becca
my
doesn't know.
pussy.
Elspeth would have something really sarcastic and cuntish, but Becca is just not with it.
Okay. So as Cloud speeds up to tries to get to that last bit and then trips, stumbles, this thing turns around with the S-stock and just kind of like, haha. He's like, and just as it comes to it, you just hear Elspeth just going. He's like, yes, you've got the pointy end now, trying to stick it in the pussy, and you're just like, I'm not moving off target here. Boom. And shanks Cloud for the following. So that's for the actual sword itself. And the following is for the necrotic damage. Which it will use, and you can see bits of it start to recoalesce. You've got 2 more attacks, boy. Don't roll more ones.
Fuck you.
17, unfortunately, as you kind of like
Yes,
take that
inspiration.
little hit.
Inspiration. That's correct. 6 on 17 is 23.
23 would hit.
And a 20.
These are roll away damage for the 23 and a 20. And the grand total of all that shenanigans would be.
31.
How do you want to do this?
Cloud just goes ham and just starts hacking the thing to pieces. Just literally just spinning in a whirlwind of the blade staff, just glowing with green energy, just hacking his thing into pieces.
Okay, like a classic YouTube video of someone's cat going ape shit, you just tear this motherfucker apart.
Pretty much, yeah.
You all know the type of video I've seen. Is like the cat is like there's one in particular I seen ages ago. It's like a cat. It basically just it's like squaring off of another cat, and it just kind of gets on its back legs, just like almost as if it's gonna do kung fu shit,
This
and then
is
just
my
kind of
life.
swings all like limbs. And you just like hack away until the form of this thing kind of dissipates, and the last thing you see of it is the grin, just as it fades into shadow, along with its blade. The blade goes with it, and it just kind of like fizzes away. It's gone. And combat is over.
I'm,
Yay, yay!
I'm gonna crawl out from under Macca's dress.
I'm gonna look at Trevi and go, we did warn you. This is the kind of nonsense we get into if you're looking to have us help you get home. As I'm laying on the floor, covered in my own blood.
Trevi is as she was before when she saw that dude covered in blood. She's grinning and kind of trying to stifle a laugh. She's kind of maybe got a bit of a taste for it.
That's gonna be fun to play with. But yeah. So yeah, there's now burnt patches of grass, areas of like of the foliage has been completely and absolutely rendered lifeless with the circle of death. Several other spell effects have kind of rendered areas of the kind of this pristine garden like to ruin. But
Some is frozen, some is burnt, some have just died.
yep, the groundskeeper's got a lot of work ahead of him. But you don't survive. That's
In
a
all
plus.
this ruckus, has no one kind of come out from inside at all? Has there been nothing from inside?
For the sake of simplicity, I kept them all just like, what the hell's going on? And while you guys do like literally seconds worth of combat.
I
Cool.
assume I start taking damage though.
That was the the secondary effect of the blade. It's not the
The healing blade.
the life drain. But yeah, so that was your first proper balls to the wall encounter with the Ripper. What do you how do you wish to proceed? Because at this point, people start to come out and start inquiring as to what the hell is going on.
Funny enough, Cloud quickly dons his mask in many faces again to take on an elven appearance, and moves up to Elizabeth and just goes, "Should we get out of here?"
I will look at him and go, I really don't look like this one. Let's not use this one too often. And go, yes, let's go. And sort of get him to help her up.
I help her up and then sort of round up the kids and start gesturing towards if there's a gate to the garden or something, start heading that way.
While actually, hold on. Toto's got a dip in rogue, right? While Cloud's kind of collecting everyone up, can I kind of just like finger to Toto, finger gesture to Toto saying, I need your help. I need to take care of business. I can't do it by myself. It'll take 5 minutes.
Toto doesn't know. What do you look like at this point? Do you still look like the woman that stole his cross?
Oh, sure, yeah, I would be. I'll be a cleaner version of her.
Well,
But you
firstly,
wouldn't know I stole my cross, though.
you were there, and I took my Crocs off, and when I woke up, the Crocs were gone, and you were gone.
I just went inside. Fair enough. Yeah, that's out of character. That's out of character discussion.
Yeah, I did call you, so I don't know whether I would know it's you. Yes.
Huh. I guess also because of this discussion, though, I would also kind of sign that this is Elizabeth.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I will just kind of nod and gesture you to lead the way.
I'll start heading back inside and see if I can find the guard and Benjamin.
Okay, you go inside and the security guys are all out in post, making sure everyone's like, okay, we don't know how what's going on outside, but it seems like it's serious, so everyone kind of keep calm and all that kind of usual bullshit. Benjamin, however, is nowhere to be seen.
Is the guard who cut off my tongue there?
Make a perception check.
9.
9. Can't tell. Looking around, can't be.
Fuck. I'm gonna memorize the 2 faces and I'm gonna come back to it. And then I guess I'll start following Cloud.
Toto's just super confused now.
I'll gesture to him saying I'll explain later.
Okay.
So, yeah, the Light Fellas the party atmosphere has kind of died down a little bit with the some outpouring of violence in the gardens, but as you guys are all making your way down the stairs, going into the actual ballroom itself, you just hear the very sarcastic clapping. Bravo, bravo! It was such a delightful show, by the way. And you see old Vinny just sitting up there, just like smug as fuck, just watching you guys walk down the stairs.
I assume you enjoyed.
Ooh, very much so.
And I would assume you don't care to aid in any manner.
What? And give up my prize seat? Never.
How about a bit of aid now? Possibly.
In exchange for what?
For obviously putting on a good show.
Make a persuasion check.
Nope, I am pissed off, upset, very badly injured, and really struggling to hold a decent face at the minute.
Okay. He gets up, straightens himself out, goes to walk to you, and then as he opens his mouth, just walks past. And I can't play because I'm using my actual phone right now, but you can just hear that the classic Vincent laugh as he just kind of just walks off, almost disappears into the crowd.
Cloud just says under his breath, dick. And even though it's very, if anybody's, he moves, takes Elsbeth off out of sight from people, because if anybody saw this, it would be a bit weird. But he takes off his cloak and puts it over Elsbeth because you can't see his cloak underneath his mask of many faces. So he just pulled off a cloak when he's just wearing a fine suit.
You essentially done that whole I've got a tissue stuffed under my like sleeve trick, only it's with a full cloak.
While
Just
he's
like
while he's doing that and pulling off his cloak, she'll cast Cure Wounds on him at level 4.
No,
So 23
you'll just say
points of healing.
you need that bit more than I do.
I disagree. And she'll just give him a quick kiss and go, can we please leave?
Yes. And we leave and find a different hotel, tavern, place to stay.
go. You could go back to your original place, the Countryside Inn.
I'll go, let's not go back there. Toto saw him there.
Yeah, that's what Cloud's thinking as well. I thought about going to a different place.
Go.
A
You take
bit
a little
more
bit.
up end. Not like majorly, but you know, a bit more high class than what we were.
Cool. You eventually find a place, and it's late at night, so they see you guys coming in with all the fine regalia and go, good evening. The receptionist kind of puts in a book that she was reading, just kind of like stuffs it underneath in a drawer, just goes, how can we help you this evening? Rooms, I presume?
3, please.
He goes, we've got the ensuite upstairs. It can comfortably keep the lot of you. It's the only room we've got. The rest of the rooms are all booked out for some big event that was happening
That's what do it.
elsewhere. Cool. That'll be 20 gold for the evening.
Cloud pays 20 gold.
Okay. He gives you the key. Tells you it's second floor, third on the right. Big double doors. You can't miss it.
Cloud just nods and heads straight up.
It's
Still sort
it's
of
kind of like a party
arm
funk.
around
You've got
Howard.
individual room. You've got 3 individual rooms kind of adjoined into a big large seating area and kitchen. So it's like big old party flat for everybody.
I'll send message to anyone that's not followed. It's letting them know where we are.
Yeah. Whilst you guys kind of speeded off, is there anything that Toto and Trevi and Maka and Copy would like to do whilst they kind of abruptly buggered off and then the whole, oh yeah, well, a couple of things. Sort room and board for everybody.
No, after kind of I go inside, see, can't find them, then I'm just gonna continue following generally where they're going.
Yeah, I'd follow. Toto would follow as well, but he would on the way out would like stuff his pockets full of the buffet food, and then also start giving handfuls of it to Trevi as well.
Which she accepts with gratitude.
I
At
don't
which
know.
point you go in the catering staff going, hey, you two. And he pulls out a basket and goes, you can fill that up instead of ducking in your pockets.
Fuck yeah! I just start shoveling food into it. Just really take the piss.
And are there bottles of drink or is there a keg? Is there a keg of?
There's at least one that's not been cracked open yet.
That's mine.
Oh, that's for
I mean,
shares though.
they're kind
Okay.
of going, whoa, keg, that's some pretty good stuff there.
I'll pay you 5 gold for it.
Make
I
a
extend a handful of berries and twigs.
make a persuasion check for Toto, please. Okay, Alexine goes 10.
9 and the twigs and berries.
Can I flutter my eyelids for advantage?
You can just see this little kind of like elf girl and the halfling just kind of like, he's just like, just a 9. Kind of hand and pulls his hand out. Will
I
do.
give him the 9 gold, and then I suggest look at Trevi and say, "You're going to be able to carry this."
It's a pretty big, keg size is about kind of torso roughly, and it's kind of heavy, but not
Can
too heavy.
roll it, can't I?
See, this is why you have someone Clifford in the group. There's like, oh yeah, I don't get carry it. I can just roll it. There's a occasional bump in the road or a cobble street where you're thinking about difficulty, but between the two of you just could manage it.
Yes, we'll roll it. We'll follow everyone as close as we can. Rolling the game.
How long will it take you before you start like getting on top to try and roll walk on top of it?
Pretty much as soon as we're outside.
Cool. So you all eventually make it back to this new inn. You don't have it quite taken exactly, so it's just like, okay, anywhere will do. Just get us anywhere. Go to this upmarket place. Paid your the room's been paid for. Big old party flat. You've got Toto and Trevi up here with like a basket full of food and a keg, courtesy of the catering staff of the Lilac Feather. You wish to do anything before you all take a long night's long rest? Say now before we call that evening to morning.
No, Cloud just takes Elizabeth to one of the rooms and like cares for her, make sure she's all right.
Yeah, Toto will keep just kind of just knock on the door and just checking everything's okay a couple of times, and then he'll just chow down on the food. Try and talk Treevy into tapping the keg. Try and get out of copy what is going on with her, with Elizabeth. Sorry.
I'm generally just gonna try to avoid everyone, see if I can just find a room. And if someone's in that room, I'm just gonna try to avoid any form of conversation with them. Just pretend to be asleep.
Are we all in the same room with like bed?
No, different
We've got
rooms.
3 rooms.
Like a suite.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna spend the evening trying to find some kind of comfortable way to do my meditation. Fail probably for most of the evening, and just sort of sit there contemplating how I'm so easy to fucking kill.
Okay, so you guys take your long rest, contemplating just what the everlasting fuck just happened. Jackson having apparently just walked right out of you, and this entity that's been somehow associated with him is now just seemingly gone. The following morning, it's a nice sunny day, and there's one thing I would like to remind Toto of. You detected a dragon's presence somewhere within a mile of that location, and you get a voice coming through to you very early on from a familiar little halfling lady going, "Yo, dipshits, come back to the Platinum Dragon Temple soon as it's convenient, but preferably sooner."
Yeah, I did remember out a game about the dragon. I was just, I thought everyone's had a rough night. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, once
But yeah,
everybody's,
just for the sake of like that revelation, when you wake up in the morning, the thrush is like, "Oh yeah, nice relaxing night's sleep after the chaos." So like, well, do it for breakfast, and then you get Lady Kima giving you a yo dipshit. And as soon as you hear her voice, you go, "Oh, dragon, yeah." Just that.
yeah, I'm gonna start knocking on doors, getting everybody up. Just, yo, this is important. I'm gonna need everybody.
Elspeth would have most likely already been awake and probably sitting by the window just drawing in her book. So she'll go, "Oh, really? Can we not have one day where nothing's an emergency?"
I'm really sorry.
That's not your fault. Let's get to getting.
I know this is your home, but we need to go on vacation.
Agreed.
I thought West Rum was bad.
You can always go and visit my family in the forest.
We don't know where your forest is. You don't know where your forest is.
He's not wrong. But we'll find it somewhere along our travels, I'm sure. But for now, what's the big emergency?
All right. Do we have everyone? Quick roll call. Everybody's here. I was we were investigating an incident last night, so I did a little, detect what was about, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that there is a dragon within 1 mile of where we are right now. On top of that, Lady Keem has been shouting in my ear hole this morning that we need to go and see her immediately.
When you say those two things together, it really doesn't sound good.
No.
Them separately, not too bad. Them right next to each other, a lot worse.
I mean, a mile's pretty close. I mean, it was magic that I used to sense it, and my magic is not great, and I managed to sense it, so it's close.
Your magic does exactly what it should be doing, so your magic is perfectly fine. Without your magic, I would not be here probably a million times over, so do not put yourself down, please.
Well, either way, there's a dragon. It's either it's close, so it's either coming or it's staying, or I don't know. But I'm hoping Lady Kima's got a bit more knowledge on it.
If it was a mile away last night, it was probably already here. So I would assume I'm going to look out the window, is the city burning before I say this?
You do see smoke.
Can I tell if that's actual, like, burning dragon, burning town down smoke, or if that's just, like, a chimney smoke?
Perception check. Kind of like a breakfast barbecue. Someone's at the bottom of this establishment. There's like a little courtyard area, and someone's putting a couple steaks and freshly caught seafood on a barbecue, just like for like a barbecue lunch thing they're setting up.
So I'll go, yes.
They have to put a little bit of extra on the coals, so it looks like there's smoke coming out. They appear to have burnt the steaks.
Yeah, so I'll go.
Perfect.
Well, if it was a mile away last night, it is most likely already here. And as the city isn't burning, then I do not have Devdon in my head panically telling me to get the fuck out.
Plus, within a mile, it was probably already here to start with.
I have a feeling it's not necessarily a bad thing. I hate saying that when it comes to a dragon, because Emon and dragons don't tend to mix very well, but I don't know. I feel if it was feel if it was Fordak Mark II, there'd be a little more panic than there is right now. But we shall go and see what's going on.
I mean, we fought dragons before. I'm sure we'll live.
You fought dragons.
Fuck yeah! You see, I pull out the longbow. It's made out of a dragon bone.
Just looking at it in awe.
Come on, I'll show you how to kill a dragon. Is everyone ready? Elspeth, are you all right to like do shit today, or do you want to stay behind, or are you?
I am absolutely fine to come along. I don't want to know what trouble we will get into if we separate again, so let's stick together for now.
Perfect. Elizabeth?
I'll nod. Because I've been kind of standing around the periphery of the room as well, but I'll nod and kind of agree to go.
All right. Let's go.
I want to grab a breakfast back before we leave.
Okay. Cost you about 5 silver.
Sorted.
Elspeth will pass on food.
Turns out probably just grab some cold leftovers from last night.
Cool. Maka will grab something on the way past, just like little piggish, just like nomming on something just as you're walking out. He's heading straight for the Platinum Dragon temple, or is there anyone else you want to hit up first?
As we walk, I'm quickly going to ping a message to Devlin and go, hey, giving it a heads up, potential dragon. Don't think it's necessarily killing us. Just wanted to make you aware.
He goes, oh, I'm aware.
Didn't fancy giving me the heads up?
It's not what you think. At least not what I think you're thinking of.
I'll pass that along to the rest of the group. I'll go, just messaged Devi to let him know there's a potential dragon, and he already knows and says it's not what I think it is, or what he thinks I'm thinking it is.
What do you think he thinks you think it is?
I don't know. That man has... that man thinks in riddles.
That sounds fun.
Fun until you're trying to work out what he's going on about half the time. That one has more secrets than this one, and I'll point at Elizabeth.
As you walk and talk, you eventually get to the Platinum Dragon temple. There's a few extra bodies kicking around, just like city guard and just passers-by. Eventually, you see one of the same old scribe who's and he's like, "Ah, yes, you've returned. She's inside waiting for you."
Okie dokie. Cloud carries on walking in.
As we
Okay, you
walk...
walk in.
Sorry, after you.
No, you go. I was just acknowledging you walk in, just like doors open.
I was just going to ask, potentially, while we were walking, if Elspeth could have kept an eye out for Jackson, see if she spotted him.
Make a perception check for when you're on route.
Sorry, I didn't mean to backtrack, but I didn't think of it until...
It's fine.
No. 12.
Nothing. You're pretty much after the events of last night. You're kind of like jumping at shadows every time you see someone in kind of a similar outfit to the way he had. You're just like, it's him, it's him, it's him. It's just regular old people going about their business.
Awesome. I'm pretty sure Cloud at least will tell that I'm fairly jumpy.
Yeah, he stays right next to you.
Cool. As you all approach, you just see Lady Kima just kind of still in her full armor regalia, Holy Avenger over her shoulder, just kind of tapping her foot, just waiting for you. So yeah, random green orb you guys just happen to find.
You know, just one of those days.
One of those. Listen, feline. And she's gonna just stop saying. You just hear this kind of calm voice in the back going, "Now, Lady Kima, don't need to get out all brushes." And stepping out from behind the nearby bookshelf, long black hair, dark skin, slightly darker skinned, walking barefoot with a simple little trousers and brown shirt, with a couple of guards nearby keeping an eye on them. With no need to be harsh on them, they've done well to find it. Because yeah, but they could have at least told me what the fuck it was they actually found, rather than just turning up with this thing and just like, here, have it, and then buggering off to do whatever they were going to do.
Well, before it was more in your league than our league, but if you're not capable, then just say so and we'll have to deal with it.
Oh right, pussycat, you're getting spayed, and she just kind of reaches up for her, and then the general, the
Fucking
figure
try
next
it,
laugh.
love.
the figure next to her just puts a hand out and goes, It's been a stressful evening, Lady Kima. Please go get some sleep. And give your regards to your lovely wife. And you're gonna go. She just looks at you as if like, watch your mouth next time, pussycat.
No problem, Halfstack.
Says like, scratch this as she kind of flips you off as she walks off. When she says, she goes, you know, this is a holy place. At which point the figure with the black hair and androgynous features kind of just goes, you know, she knows. Don't dwell on it. And they kind of examine and go, what an odd bunch of people all gathered here in one place. I presume friends or at least colleagues.
You presume?
Silence falls there for a brief moment. Then the figure kind of looks back in the distance and just sees like a scribe coming with the box that the orb of dragonkind was kept in. Says, well, it's been interesting to say the least, but you'll have to excuse me. I have to take my leave with this. And do try not to wind up Lady Kima. She's had a bit of a stressful time of late.
I can respect that. But Pussycat is not quite a respectful way. So a little bit of jest don't harm.
And the figure just looks at it and goes, point taken, Mr. Cloud. And they take the box and they're kind of just under the arm. A couple of the guards nearby kind of just join us. Says, well, if we do meet again, I'm sure it'll be interesting. They're gonna give you a nod. Start walking out.
Cloud just sort of looks around like, and that was the rush we needed to be here for?
Lady Coma told me to get here now. It's really important.
Note to self, do not listen to Lady Kima when she says things are important, apparently.
They were just handing off the box. Is that it?
And we needed to be here, why? Honest to
Who-
God.
Who was that?
Don't know. Looks like he got his croc stolen as well.
Oh, don't even start. Don't even start.
A few moments later, Lady Kima comes back and goes, well, if you're hanging around like, you know, a bad smell, you might as well come in here and we'll discuss what you're meant to be here for.
They're not hanging around like a bad smell. You told us to come here, then you pissed off.
Because if I didn't, I would have spayed that one. And she kind of points at Cloud going like for his cheek. But anyway, business is business. Let's get this done with so we can get back to what we're doing here.
Before we
To
start,
do the Dragon Slayers, I figured you'd be coming in handy.
before we start, can I ask who that person was that we just gave a super important magical item to?
Probably one of the safest people it will be in hands of. You don't
And that
recognize the ruler of Oncarel when you see them, do you?
no, I don't.
They've been a lot more forthcoming and kind of publicly. But yeah, that was Jamon Solo.
Ah,
Is there any chance that Elspeth would put 2 and 2 together and work out that that was most likely the dragon that was pinged?
You're thinking long and hard about it, and you kind of go, wait, what? That makes a lot of sense. That if that was the thing that pinged, that would make a lot of sense.
Or that, who
Having
that was.
or having had heard tales, I don't think it's actually public knowledge that Jamon Sawod and the brass dragon that protects Oncarel are one and two the same person. I think it's a thing that Walking became privy to.
It is.
Toto's just going to pretend he even knows who that is or where we're on Corelli. Just nod and go, oh.
Yeah, Kieran goes, yeah, they kind of like the casual Friday look, but otherwise they're just like any other hoity-toity, pretty powerful people meant to be. Anyway, since you're all such fabled dragon slayers now, and she's air quoting everything she says it, we might have a slight issue that you could probably give us a hand with.
Go on.
Going, well, you are aware that part of this city still burns like a bonfire.
Yes.
He goes, well, evidently, as of late, there might be a certain unwanted lizard kicking about in that bonfire. Its appearance has only been rumours up until more recently, where someone actually caught a glimpse of the little bastard. And we are currently in the middle of a couple of things, so we need someone to go check to see if it's definitely a credible threat, or it's just someone jumping at shadows or embers in this case. You know what I mean?
We were in the middle of dealing with the Ripper problem you've got in the city.
Well, you mean that the prostitute poker, or whatever the fuck the guys in taverns call it.
Yeah, that dude, big grin, likes to cut people and the wounds don't close. That shit.
She is, well, good cause, yeah. Call it an open invitation if you're not too busy. When you get a spare moment, if you want a bit of extra coin and a bit of street cred, by all means, check out the program. And she points out from the direction where I can't remember what the official name for it is, and I'm on, but the area that's cornered off where Thordak's crater used to be, with the flames still keep going.
It's part of the Cloud District, if I'm correctly.
Yeah,
It's like the scar of Fordak or something like that.
yeah, something like that. Thordak's crater is the kind of bit in the middle of it. The rest of it's named something because it's the big burning scar thing. I was going to call it the Amazon rainforest, but I think that's too soon.
Soon.
Yeah,
See-
scar
Yeah.
of the Syndicate.
Trevi's home.
That explains a
That's
lot.
how she ended up in this universe. She was escaping the burning Amazon rainforest.
You know, for Brazil, you speak pretty good English. Pretty quick, yeah. It's almost as if I couldn't tell you from the other end of the planet. But yeah. Kima's giving you the kind of heads up that if you want to go investigate this thing, the option's there. Since you're all such fabled dragon slayers.
No, no problem, little lady. We can deal with your problems if need be.
She goes, swell, that would be great. Whenever you find the time, if you bother, if not, we can find someone else to go do it. I tend to go down myself and give it and scale the little bastard if I find it, but for all I know, it's probably just an oversized gecko.
Well, if we find it, we struggle with it, we'll bring it straight to you. How about that?
Sounds fun. Don't threaten me for a good time now. If you've got other things you want to do, go deal with it. I just wanted to kind of urgently inform. Plus, there was also that matter which seemed like it was more an important issue. Just I thought Jamon was going to make more of a bigger deal out of it, but yeah, a bit of an odd one as it seemed. She kind of goes like, "Well, if you've got nothing else to do, carry on with whatever you've got, your own plans. I'm
No,
sure we'll
thank you.
finish it soon."
You have a busy day now. Take care.
And Kima goes back to whatever she was doing. Well, before Jamon showed up.
As Cloud turns around and starts walking, if the party follows him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chewy's looking out for anything kind of interesting.
You see a lot of dead trees on all these shelves.
Yeah, you see a lot of fancy looking books, and that's pretty much. It's pretty standard, bog standard temple interior with the occasional platinum armored knight kind of kicking about with a few scribes.
You say books. Can Trivia look for like a coloring book or something?
Oh,
Make a perception check.
Finds a geographical book of Taldora and just starts drawing in it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like almost as if you found like a spare map in like a bunch of like coloured chalk, and you start coloring and just filling in parts of it.
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that was intended for here.
on the
There
way
is
out.
a little there's a little quick message from Devden just as before you head out. That person of interest to you, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's some big fight happening in Vasselheim in a couple of days that he's part of. Just a quick little thing to let you know before you go off and get yourself into any more trouble.
Me? Trouble never. I don't think we'd get to Vasselheim in a couple of days, so I will hopefully wait until he's back in the city.
I figured, but I thought just in case you felt adventurous and your usual self. What you've actually learned, I think, from since the last couple of times you've ran headfirst into the wall.
Oh yes, I've definitely learned as she's clutching where she was stabbed last night. I don't walk into trouble at all.
Indeed, that's the end of Devlin's contribution to the conversation. So what you were saying, just as you're about to leave?
I was going to say, just on my way out, I will cast a message to Lady Kima and go, you more than anyone should know not to judge books by their covers, so maybe drop the attitude next time you want us to help you with something and it might go down a little better. And I will walk off.
Cool. As Copy is tailing behind the party, she gets a voice in the back of her head just asking, well, progress? It being told his brother asking for a quick status report.
This is a message spell, from my understanding.
Yes.
I'll reply saying, small hitch, need extension 1 week.
You don't get a reply.
Yeah, I anticipated as much.
Loud, buddy, you get a huge twitch in the chest.
You broke up a little bit there, Scott. I don't know if whoever you were speaking to heard you.
So, Cloud gets a unusual twinge in the chest.
I assume it's on his scar.
Yep.
I sort of scratch it a little bit and think and not quite the place to deal with it at the minute. He will wait until they're like somewhere private to do something. But as he's walking, he just sort of like scratches his chest and just goes, "Oh, you would have thought they would have made some use of the fire in that pit. A couple of my brothers had an idea of making a powerful forge there, but obviously they weren't didn't have the coin at the time. Obviously nobody else had the smarts to do it."
I think it's less about the smarts to do it and more about the wanting to forget it happened. They'd rather cover it up and get rid of it than put it to use.
Well, sometimes it's better to make use of a bad memory than just to sweep it under the rug. If as they've just tried to forget about it, this is the situation they're in now. Other things may find home there.
True.
Okay. Toto, as you're kind of just strolling behind alongside your colleagues, you spot a familiar face nearby a little pop-up fruit stall, just kind of filling a basket.
Who that?
It's your current little sweetheart.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking swagger over like an absolute G. Just full on strutting. And then just step up behind and I'll just say, "Don't worry, it's on me." And I'll just hand over like a couple of gold pieces to the guy.
Yes, actually, sir, and you hear a voice from you. I've already picked up the tab, and you see this kind of flamboyant-looking gentleman just standing next to her. And she's turned back and goes, "Oh, hi, Toto. Could you just?"
Oh,
She turned back and goes, "Uh, Kieran, could you give us a minute?" Guy kind of looks confused, takes the handful of fruit, and kind of goes, "I'll be over here if you need me or anything." "I'm sure I'll be fine, thanks. Just give us a minute."
oh, was that a friend?
She kind of looks at him and goes, "He's someone who's helping me get used to the big city." She kind of pulls her hair back, kind of nervous. Like, "All right, he's been nice. He's been nice."
Oh, Toto is quite clearly fucking seething with jealousy. Oh right, well, I've got a few big things going on in the city myself, but I would, I'm always ready to make time. Show you around. You know, I'm a great tour guide. You don't need another tour guide. I'm great. I'm Toto.
Make a persuasion check.
Could I quickly slip him an inspiration as he's doing it?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You
I'm
can
not even
add
gonna
a
bother.
you can add a
I'm not even
1d10 to
gonna.
that.
Please add that 1d10. Oh my god. Oh my god.
8.
Hang on.
Can I use guidance?
Go for it. You know what?
Have a D4, man.
Anyone else got anything they can help a boy out with?
Yeah,
We
just
don't have a
come,
win.
come up behind him and put my hand.
here.
12.
12. Okay. Hang on a second. There's someone else is about to just butt in here and say something.
Oh, is it him? Is he getting closer?
Yeah, he hears you talking about being a tour guide and he's just like, actually,
As soon as he gets near, I'm going to say, oh, can you smell that? Stinks of cabbage.
Cloud would definitely help out by blowing the whistle and having sort of like his familiar just turn into a little like mockingbird and just start bugging the dude a little bit.
And
right,
I will.
okay, I'll make him roll. Sorry, Becca, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say I will actually prestidigitation him to make him smell like cabbage.
Hey,
Can I use my wild shape?
give me a second just to kind of see what this guy rolls first for the first. With disadvantage because you guys are bugging the shit
Oh,
out of
for
him.
fuck's
Oh
sake.
my fucking god, with nothing, still. Despite the fact that, of course, there's a little familiar getting in his face, the smell of cabbage does not. The comment does not even phase him, and the prestidigitation doesn't even seem to like. It's effective, but the wind catches off and just kind of blows it like the draft away, like the fart when the updraft. So it's like Adria's kind of looking back as if like, what you're gonna wild shape into, Treevy?
I forget it. Nah.
Come on, you've done it now. Let's see where this dead goes here.
Um, can I wild shape into like more than one?
It's just one animal, I think, single entity.
Damn. Okay. Maybe just like a rat, and just kind of hang about at his feet.
Hang on, I'm gonna do.
So
Tenable.
technically, just to say, I turn into an earth elemental and just drag him underground.
Oh damn, that was such a good idea.
No, disadvantage here. As you turn into a rat, as he's boldly striding up, avoiding everything else, as soon as he sees you, he kind of goes, "Eek!" and just jumps up on the cart. And
I
that
say,
just kind of goes,
whoa, easy, big fella. And I'll I'll pick up the Treevy rat and just like pop it down on the other side of me on the floor.
he's like, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" And at this point, I just kind of going like red face, kind of like, "This is embarrassing." He's like scared of rats. He's like, "I mean, I'm not against rats, but you know, they're not that bad." Kind of looks back at Toto, going, "I don't know about him. I let Toto know a day or two. I thought he was
Ah,
alright," kind of thing.
look, the city is absolutely crawling with them. So you know, be careful out there. And I'll just like wink and like finger gun the guy.
At this point, Adra takes her like little fruit basket and kind of goes, "So, maybe we'll talk later, Kieran. Maybe." And she kind of subtly, not without saying it out loud, but kind of goes, "Yeah, you've whatever chance you had of anything, dude, you blew it with that pathetic display." And kind of takes the subtle hint and kind of goes, "Oh, well, maybe we'll see each other around," and walks off.
Bye, Kieran.
Hmm.
So, you busy?
She knocks and goes, "Nothing particular. I don't need to go back to the house for a couple hours."
Do you mind if I walk you back? You might encounter a rat, and you know, really, you need somebody around to protect you from them.
I don't mind rats. But having someone to walk back with would be nice though. And she's gonna give you a kind of like half smile and just like stands by your side.
I'll just look around to the rest of the group. Say, you guys want to come along?
I am probably going to pass. I'm not feeling fantastic, so enjoy.
Yeah, same. But don't do anything I would. Only give it a wink.
I'm looking for cheese.
Could you still rat?
But I'll stay with the others. Don't want to disturb.
One thing I will say before Toto walks Adria back and we close shop for tonight is that Treevee, having hearing the descriptions of the constant burning of the other side of Emon with where Thorlax crater is, there's a brief but very intense flash of people they either know through association or as neighbours running through a forest and then disappearing in a flash. Just that kind of couple seconds of an image, just like being of memory, just striking you briefly.
Okay, and I think I'd come out of my wild shape and just kind of mope. It was rather upsetting.
Okay. And with that, we'll call it for an evening.
Night stream.
Nice dream.
Nice dream.